Yes, obviously I'm Lucy. I'm 24 and I have a life-limiting condition which does not have a name yet unless we find one. So it's quite a rare disease, and I've been seriously ill since I was 14. So I was born with health problems, I've accepted who I was, got on with life, lived life to the full. And
I'll stand there. It clicked on probably every other click. Okay.
Right, so my condition has caused life-limiting complications. It means I'm hooked up to intravenous drips, obviously in a wheelchair, and 24/7 care. And I've been under a hospice since I was 17, so over 7 years now. And I've already exceeded my prognosis, so let's celebrate that. So at 17 I was faced with having to do my own life planning when the hospice became involved. And I had a wonderful hospice nurse who focused so much about living rather than dying in my advanced care planning. You know, we discussed my wishes for my death, we discussed all of that. But she said to me, you know, what do you want to do with the rest of your life? And I just said to her, I don't want to die and be forgotten, I want to make a difference. And my hospice nurse, she didn't forget that, she didn't let go of it. And she put me in touch with a journalist who encouraged me to start a blog, Lucy's Life, which is still going and got over 365,000 views, so doing quite well. But she also, you know, did some filming for the hospice. But then 2 years later, she put me in touch with Together for Short Lives, a children's palliative care charity, and they asked me to give a speech in the House of Commons. And I'd never given a speech before, had no experience. And my mum said, "Oh no, she won't," thinking I would be too scared to do it. And I said, "No, actually I will." And I did that speech. It went very well, and actually it changed my life completely. And I gave me this whole new life. I now hold numerous roles, so, you know, from paid consultancies to trustee roles, to voluntary roles, speaking, written work, blogging, co-leading research, sitting on committees, and I also set up an international palliative care direct stakeholder network called Palliative Care Voices recently, and I'm currently setting up a charity, so I don't rest on my laurels, I'm always busy. I have to be doing things all the time. And as Claire said, I received my MBE 2 years ago for service to young people with disabilities at the age of 22, which I think is quite an achievement. And actually, despite my illness, because of my illness, I have a great life. And people struggle to resonate that actually my life is great because I'm sick, rather than in spite of it. So, I'm a planning obsessed person. I write lists about my lists. I'm terrible. I have to have a plan for everything. And naturally, being a planner, when we came to doing my advanced care planning, you know, I immediately set into action, you know, my funeral wishes and, you know, writing blogs and messages and things like that. But I started to compile songs to be played at my funeral, planning aspects of the funeral, writing letters and blogs as I've said, but I had other plans. And I wanted to create these blogs that my mum could post on my blog after I died to give me some kind of control over how I was remembered. So it was summing up my life in my words, because one of my biggest fears is that I'll be remembered for being sick rather than being remembered for who I am. And I do loathe to be remembered for my illness. But I felt one blog was not enough for me, so I'm planning a series of blogs, and Mum has promised she will upload these for me. And or you can call me vain, but it's kind of like writing my own eulogy. It's summing up my life and in my words and how I want to be remembered. And not only did I want to be, you know, write blogs after my death, but I wanted my social media to be under the control of my family. So my mum is my legacy contact. She has my login details. I filled out the Digital Legacy Association social media wheel, which has gone in my folder. You know, I want my Facebook to remain live, to be memorialised so that people can remember me via my Facebook. My Twitter, which I use more for my work, I'm not really worried if that can be deleted. And I want to keep Molly's blog, because Molly's got a blog, she's got her own blog, so I want that to be kept live as well. And I want control over my online presence and how that's managed. And my mum is very good, but she's not the best with technology, so I'm actually making step-by-step tutorials in videos to make sure that she knows what to do. They also plan to make a legacy film, basically, again, summing up my life and having something to remember me by. So, you know, reminiscing on old memories, talking about myself, my outlook on the world, parting messages, basically so that my family will have to remember me by. but also that it can be uploaded online so that if people stumble across my work after my death, they can actually get to know me for who I am when I'm no longer here. And also, it's comforting for my family to be able to see me and hear me and remember me as I am now. And, what are your previous? Click again.
Yep.
Thank you. So, I know that I was creating a digital legacy, but I didn't actually know it had a name or that it was a thing at the time. And it was quite a eye-opening experience when I found out there was this whole, sector dedicated to digital legacies, and there was all these resources out there that could help me plan my legacy. This is how I came across James and did social and all of the tutorials. And then when James set up the Digital Legacy Association, he asked me to be a part of it, so I'm very delighted to be part of that. And I'm no pioneer of digital legacy, just saying I was planning mine before I knew it actually existed as a thing. I just didn't know it had a name. Planning and creating my digital legacy has given me some control over what's happening and how I can be remembered. And it's quite comforting to have that control. So much of my life is out of my control. I can't control what happens to me, when it happens to me, what the future holds, but I can kind of have some control over my legacy. It also brings me comfort to know my wishes are known, and these will be carried out after my death. However, I've decided to go one step further, to make it even more difficult for my mum. I'm now making plans to ensure my funeral can be live streamed to YouTube or Facebook, so that people all over the world that connect with me can attend, even though they can't actually be there. And that's going to be quite a hard thing to organise, but I'm really, really keen, because I know so many of my friends that I've met through social media will want to be there and remember me, but won't be able to travel, and it's really important to me that they have that opportunity. I've also, and my mum knows this, want a celebration of my life. So I appreciate my mum and my sister and my family might not want hundreds of thousands of people turning up at my funeral, but actually if we could have a celebration of my life, like a party, a bit more upbeat, where actually people can read my blogs and see my video, but actually share their own messages and talk about me. And either that can be live streamed or the funeral instead, but it's really important to me that I have some control. Then, so I've not been well the last week, so I'm a little bit spaced out a little bit. By nature of my condition, I spend a lot of time in bed, and I actually spent 5 years completely bedbound. So social media was the only way I had access to the outside world. If I didn't have social media, I would have been completely cut off. And I live online, I communicate online, I socialise online, I live so much of my life online. And I don't think I'd still be here or in the position I am without social media and the internet. A lot of my work originates online, so a lot of blogs, a lot of articles, a lot of networking that actually leads me to the work I do today. And I'm not someone who sits on social media 24/7, but I am a daily user, so much of my life does go online. I do update quite a lot, I share parts of my life. Quite a rose-tinted kind of, I don't always share the bad side of things, but that's my own choice. And I'm surgically attached to my laptop though, that's one thing I want to own up to. And I also try to update Molly's blog every day. Now this started as a bit of fun to update family and friends when she was a puppy, and 5 years later it's still going on with 3,900 followers. So I think I'll be planning her digital legacy next. Yeah, thank you. And social media has played such a pivotal role in my life. It's always been the place I can communicate and connect with others and share parts of my life without actually leaving my bed. There's also my blog where I share my important messages, I write articles, I share my events, I channel my energy and try to enlighten and educate others, as well as writing on topics close to my heart as well. And as a person, I feel I'm indistinguishable from my online presence. It is actually part of me, and I don't think you can separate the two. In preparing my plans for my digital assets, I mentioned I completed the social media wheel created by James, the Digital Legacy Association, which my mum has access to, which has my Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest and the rest. Initially I had this, initially I planned this kind of, it's just step-by-step tutorials to show my mum what to do in pictures, but then I decided to do it in videos so she could actually see it live and actually carry it out for me. So that's one of my projects for the moment. I'm also slowly filming videos for my legacy film to try and, capture different aspects of my life over a period of time, but with a life-shortening condition, you never really know when the end's going to be, and I just hope I'll be able to finish it before that happens. And the blogs I want posted after my death, I've written them dozens of times, I rewrite them, I change them. I don't think I'll ever be happy, but as long as I've got some blogs to be posted, I'll be happy. And I continue to work on my funeral planning, because that often adapts over time. We don't realise how much of us is contained online and in our social media profiles. You know, it's our lives, in our words, it's a record of ourselves. And it's, you know, the highs and lows, the good and bad, you know, it's always there. And I think for my family, keeping my Facebook page open is important. It's not always easy to go to a graveside or to scatter ashes around the world, but actually everyone can come in one place online and remember me. And that becomes almost like a logbook of my life that people can look back through. It's an online memorial of sorts. I've seen issues though. One of my friends online, she lost her sister to cancer about 9 years ago, and this lady's Facebook became their memorial to Katie. And unfortunately, about a year ago, a hacker got into Katie's account and deleted all her content and posted all this horrible stuff. Because they didn't have Katie's email address, they couldn't right the wrong. So they felt like they'd lost her all over again because they'd had this little bit of Katie left, and then suddenly that was completely erased. And it made me really even more passionate to make sure that nothing could happen to mine. And you know, because Facebook couldn't help, because they didn't have her email, and you know, she was no longer alive, they just couldn't help her. And I feel for them because it was their place that they remembered her, and now she's not there anymore. You know, living with a life-limiting illness is tough. I won't lie, you know, it is quite hard, and being told at 17 you're going to die prematurely is not easy at all. And I do know my team skirted around the issue for quite a long time. I don't think they knew the words or what to say. But again, living with a condition that you don't know a name for, how do you kind of know what prognosis to give? And obviously I was given a 5-year prognosis in 2012, and I'm still here. But the fact is, when they've got no benchmark to go by, how do they know? So we never quite know. With cancer, you can kind of judge by a previous patient's experience, but with me, we've got no benchmark to go by. And, you know, all prognosis are an educated guess, but I just feel like mine will never actually, you know, be able to name a kind of prognosis for me that's accurate. And I never know when the end will come, but then none of us know when the end will come. You know, you could have cancer, you could die, you could have, you know, 80 years and suddenly get hit by a bus. You really, really don't know. And for me, my condition is progressive. I continually lose abilities, which is, for me, harder, actually, than my life coming to an end, is losing bits of myself and my bits of my abilities. And the other thing that we've had to deal with is, I've been told that it's likely that an infection will take my life before my condition does. I already live with so many infections in my body. I've suffered sepsis 12 times, so I'm lucky to be here. But that's equally as hard, because even with a prognosis, it's more likely that an infection will claim me before I have a chance to be killed by my condition. And the other thing for me is, as I get weaker and the condition progresses, you know, my body hasn't got the reserves to fight as much anymore. And I do worry that my life will end even more prematurely because my body just can't handle it anymore. And this is quite hard because I feel a sense of urgency to get everything done now, so that if anything happens, it's already done. But being me, I'm never happy with the blogs, I'm never happy with the video, I'm never happy with what I've done, so I've got to kind of just accept it, edit it and finish it and just say that's it. I can always add to it, but I'm never happy. And I was placed on the local end of life register in 2013, and as I said, I've been supported by the hospice for 7 years now. I'm one of their longest patients. But they've given me so much more than just palliative care. They've given me a life, they've given me hope. My hospice nurse saved my life, and she's become a great friend. But actually, they've made the last years of my life, however long that will be, the best of my life. I live a great life now, and it's thanks to palliative care. And, if we do one more? Yeah. And as people say, you know, it's not on my gravestone, it's not the date of birth or date of death that matters, but the dash in between. You know, life is fragile, and just as we need to plan for our physical assets and our will and everything like that, we also need to plan for our digital assets, because you don't know what would happen to those, which wouldn't be important with the wishes. And if your wishes aren't followed, or your families don't know your wishes, how can they carry them out? You know, some people wish to remain online, other people don't. But you need to make plans to make sure whatever you want out of life, out of your profiles after you've died, that actually it's important to be wishes. But if we don't make plans and share them with our loved ones, how will they know what they are? And I'd also just like to say, just before we end, social media plays such a big part in so many people's lives who are poorly, but there is a negative side to it, I've found as well, which is not always very healthy. And I think, you know, it can be such a great tool, but it can be such a big hindrance as well. And I think we need to kind of make sure that all of our patients and our friends and our family are not, you know, suffering alone, or are not being, you know, taken into this very dark world where people are competing with each other to be the sickest, and, you know, just making sure that, you know, social media is being used in the right way. I think that's really important. Thank you.